What's up, guys? Michael Francis here. Now, you've probably seen Dr. Fauci around unless you've been ignoring all media. He is the nation's leading infectious disease expert, and he's been on the news constantly and is pretty well trusted and well liked on both sides. And I think that there's a reason for that. He has remained completely apolitical, or tried to remain apolitical, oftentimes defending Trump, saying that Trump listens to his suggestions, that hasn't overridden him, and not ever really giving in to the media temptation to criticize Trump, as a lot of other medical professionals have on his response. So he's been well liked and well trusted, and I think that's very good, and he deserves to be. Something kind of interesting happened though last week. There was a press conference where Trump was speaking, and Fauci was over his shoulder, and Trump referred to the State Department as the quote deep state department, and it appeared that Dr. Fauci facepalmed it a little bit. He put his hand up to his face, rubbed his eyebrows, and that could have been in reaction to Trump's words. It certainly looked like it's possible. It may not have been. He may have just been tired. I'm sure he's been working long hours. But there was a pretty severe reaction by some, not a lot, but some on the far right regarding this facepalm. They basically had started trending hashtag Fauci fraud, saying that he was a deep state actor that was put in there to criticize and undermine President Trump and get him removed from office, or certainly make him less popular. They circulated an email from Dr. Fauci that was praising then Secretary of State Hillary Clinton as proof that he's friends of the Clintons and therefore enemies of Trump. Important to mention that Dr. Fauci has been the director of the infectious disease in that role since 1984, since Ronald Reagan. So if he's there to remove Trump, it's certainly a long game. The theory doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but I thought that reaction was pretty interesting because it was literally just a facepalm. Like you're allowed to disagree with someone. You're allowed to disagree with many things in any administration. I liked Obama. I thought he was a pretty good president, but there's a ton of things that I vehemently disagreed. And I think that even he would tell you that's good, that dissent is good because it opens up debate and best policy. With Trump and some of his supporters, dissent and disagreement is not tolerated. And Trump has often fired people that disagree with him or undermine him or that have argued with him behind closed doors. And he's hired and promoted his most ardent and passionate supporters who seem to have a pretty strong allegiance no matter what. And I think that's dangerous. I think it's dangerous first of all, I think it's dangerous for people to have that mindset, to support someone and an administration and their policies at every step of the way. I think that whenever we see that, we should be concerned. But I think it's more dangerous, and what we've seen here, is to demand that even so much as a facepalm is enough to criticize someone, to undermine them, and to insist that they are not part of the valuable discussion and debate, especially when it's someone who does have the expertise and the intelligence that Dr. Fauci has. So a warning, I think, be wary. Be wary of people who support any one person or platform or party without question and without exception, and be very careful when people demand that you support something all in or nothing. I think that's very, very dangerous. Link to the full article is below in the comments. Tell me what you think. Agree, disagree, like, dislike, and we will see you next time.